One of these days, I'm going to start a stream and I'm going to get to chatting with y'all and I'm going to forget to press record and it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a complete disaster. It'll probably be for one of the biggest albums of the year, too. I'll do a live stream and I won't record it. Anyway. He's like, JPEG less degenerate? Well, then that's not even JPEG. You got to be degenerate if you want to be JPEG. Let's drop in, y'all. It's 15 tracks. It's 35 minutes. I'm tired. I got up. I was not motivated. I told myself, shut the fuck up and go do it. I did 6.1 miles today. I did 100 burpees today. This is my workout routine. So I do 10 burpees before I leave. I jog a mile. I pause my timer because I'm trying to track my actual running pace, which is about 10 and a half minutes per mile. So I do 10 burpees. I do a mile to get out of the neighborhood. That way I'm not doing burpees in front of people's houses and looking all weird and shit. And then it's 10 burpees, half mile, 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 until I get to mile 5. Which is I'm on my way back. So now I'm getting back into the neighborhood. And then the last mile I jog without a break. So I'm tired. I did that. I just got done with that about an hour ago. Yeah, anyway. Can you add Motor Soul? I mean, my list is massive. I can add anything you want to the list, but it really doesn't mean shit these days. It doesn't mean shit. The list is like a formality at this point. It's this mythical, ethereal technicality, I suppose. W.A. also pay attention to the bars. Guy has a good pen. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the British English translates across the pond to American English, right? Because sometimes we're speaking the same languages, but we're not saying the same thing. Let's check it out. Jim Legxacy, never heard the guy. He's not exactly massive. He's just under 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. He's been around for about 5 years or so. A very British pen is what's there in chat. But let's check it out. 15 tracks, 35 minutes. A lot of these are quick, 2-minute little bangers. A lot of them are really quick. Most of them. The longest song is 2 minutes, 40 seconds. I think 3 minutes. That's the longest song. So the first one's called Context. Producers are Jim Legxacy and Jeff Stanley. I don't know. I didn't look at the rest of the producers. I wonder if it's just them two. No, there's a couple other producers, looks like. But Jim Legxacy is involved with production, so that's cool as well. Let's drop in. Track 1. Let's check out this guy. Never heard him before. Track 1's called Context. 2 minutes. I'll let it transition and see maybe if it hops from track to track or not. But here we go. Let's drop it in. First time listen. The album's called Black British Music. It's not that rap music. It is. Oh no. Is this a rap music album? Oh no. All right, here we go. Track 1, Context. Oh, this is totally JPEG Mafia.
When most people go through shit anyways, they're not even you don't even feel it no more. You just distract yourself. I feel like that's just what I was doing, man. Occasionally I let myself feel stuff, but I'm not even trying to think about all that shit. For real.
Kind of have a hard time hearing him.
Shit happened. It weren't just and I got out of the mud. But you get out of mud, then there's always gonna be mud, bro.
Always gotta be mud, bro. Yeah, I like that. Was there a kitty sighting? I missed it. There's always gonna be mud. I like that a lot. Let's see if it rolls into track 2. I will pause because this. Oh. Oh, trippy. That was cool. That was very cool. I like that little transition, but it chops, but it works because it feels like That was great. That was fucking great. That little transition right there was great. Let's go over some of these lyrics because we're basically setting the stage here. And he was kind of hard to hear. I don't know if you guys felt that way. I felt like it was kind of hard to hear him. I feel like when most people go through shit, you don't even feel it. You just distract yourself. That's what I was doing. Occasionally I let myself feel stuff, but just not even trying to think about it. A lot of shit happened. It wasn't just her death. So let's look at this annotation here. His sister died. Okay, his sister died in October of 23. So his sister dies. His mom has 2 strokes. His brother has psychosis. Candy Rain got taken down. What is that? Oh, a single. Okay. Fuck, man. I don't remember doing much, but feeling it. And just feel like when it caught up to me, it caught up to me. And I wanted to show what it felt like when it caught up to me, but I also wanted to show the bullshit of me distracting myself. Because that was also when, for all the grief and all we go through this shit, just before then, I just turned my life around. So all this shit happens just after he turned his life around. Doing the mixtape, Sprinter, felt like raw. My life was going in a sick direction. Finally got out the mud. So he finally gets out the mud. Sister dies. Mom has 2 strokes. Brother has psychosis. Fuck. Interesting. I love, I mean, it's called context and fucking for the very obvious reason, right? But I love that he has given us this 2 minutes of context, especially because I think a lot of us are like, who is this guy? We don't know who this guy is, right? There's a snapshot. There's 2 minutes of context. So this is brilliant. And I love that transition. And I like this final line. There's always going to be mud. Yeah. There's always going to be mud. Yeah. Okay. Let's move into track 2. It's called Stick. Same producers, Joe Stanley, Jim Legxacy. Let's drop into track 2. Stick.
Ever since the rain, ever since the rains came crashing down on the water, 'cause my boat can't take on more water.
Because my boat can't take on more water.
Yeah. Me and my ones in the ends. Yeah. Said I'd change, it depends. You said I couldn't pretend. Told me that I couldn't fit in your lifestyle. Damn niggas bite swagger, then they wonder why it never sticks. So this when I was a jit, I got evicted and shit. I was around with the thugs out, giving drugs out for the veins. I had to dance in the rain. Yeah.
Wow.
Selling Charlie to the brats.
Selling Charlie to the brats.
I'm on the phone with a bad one, I don't need her, but I need her. Rain came out to leave her. Yeah. Rain came and I crashed out. School days in the background. Now a nigga bringing all the racks out. That's facts. Okay. Damn niggas bite swag and then they wonder why it never sticks.
Bite swag and they wonder why it never sticks.
Somebody told this bastard to turn that mediocre bullshit off. We're listening to Jim Legxacy right now, so shut the fuck up.
I like it. That was a neat track. Because I feel like it is a good combination of, you know, the rain coming down and taking on water, but also like there's still some pep there. There's still some fight. There's still some spark. It isn't like a drowning sensation, you know? It kind of feels like a second prelude, essentially. We have the first track, which is Context, and this one almost feels like that again, like another piece set in the stage. They bite swag and wonder why they never stick. Saw this when I was got evicted and shit. I was around the thugs, giving drugs out for the veins. I had to dance in the rain. Selling Charlie to the brat. I like that. I know the reference to Charlie, of course, but okay, what's the slang here? Charlie is cocaine. Okay. And brat is spoiled children. Sure, of course. Okay. I like that. That's a good little play on words right there. Cool track. I want to dive in and analyze, of course, right? But it's only 2 minutes. Like, let's keep going here. We got a couple first time chatters here. Let's see. F. Jones says Jim Legxacy is so unique. It is a disservice to compare him to anyone. Fair enough. And we got another one. I'll just call you Hans. Jim was homeless when he co-produced Sprinter by Dave and Central C. He lost his sister the same year. His father abandoned his family. This tape is about him turning his grief into art and also promoting Black British culture through interpolations. Some bars will fly over most people's head, probably including me. But either way, this mixtape is for everyone because it's so unique and different to most music being put out today. This tape is like a UK college dropout. All right. Let's keep going. I like this. I want to like get into it, but it's only 2 minutes of music. I can't fucking get into it off of 2 minutes of music, right? So let's move to track 3. New David Bowie. Another 2-minute banger. Jim Legxacy. Boy Red, Baby Cashy. John Bellion, 6CPPO. Here we go. Here's track 3. New David Bowie. Trippy. Different. Very different. But cool. Trippy.
Made in Britain.
Put my phone on D&D. D&D. She want me, I can't put my heart on sleeve. Who them boys just some backpacking niggas making.
I love these like old school MIDI sounds.
D&D. She want me, I can't put my heart on sleeve. Who them boys just some backpacking niggas making noise. See them too, man, I had to put my
Interesting.
phone on D&D.
I love this swelling production right here.
I was 17, they airing now. I put my phone on D&D. D&D. She want me, I can't put my heart on sleeve. Who them boys just some backpacking niggas making noise.
Yeah, the first thing that goes through my mind with this album is that I love how he's saying multiple times, I put my phone on D&D, right? Do not disturb. Do not disturb. But in the context, the opening track context, he's talking about all the different ways he distracted himself, trying not to grieve, basically avoiding all this shit instead of feeling it. And what stands out to me the most about this track is saying, do not disturb with his phone, right? Why? Because you don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be interrupted or whatever, right? Like to me, when I think of do not disturb, it means leave me alone. I want less, activity in my life, essentially, right? In a general sentence. But this track is very bouncy and active and like interrupting in a sense. And so I love this. I feel like lyrically he's saying, I was trying to be in a do not disturb mode, but the whole time on the music side, it's constantly jumping around, distractions, noise, things like that. Just a lot. And so I'm assuming that's on purpose. I love the duality there of like expressing that like mental split of I'm trying to not be disturbed. I'm trying to focus. But also I'm just so distracted all over the place. There's a lot of chat happening in the chat, which is great, but it's long. I'm not going to read it out loud. And then you've got this whole thing about the girl too. She want me. I can't put my heart on my sleeve. Something about taking a picture too. She don't like no rapper, so I told her I'm a singer. I don't take no pictures, but she tells me take a picture right now. It's talking about like Andre 3K. He's got 3 sacks in his pocket. Didn't notice from the bottom. She touched a button right now. See, this is interesting too. She touched a button right now. Life of a sinner. And I really like how like disjointed this is lyrically because it amplifies this feeling of just constant not focused on anything. Money, girl, phone, take a picture, I'm a sinner, I'm coming from the bottom, the people don't know who I am, like Praise the Lord, it was rocking the backstrips, make the money do a backflip. I was 17, they're airing out. Interesting. Okay. I'm just going to stick with that general idea, this split between do not disturb and constant distraction. Because that's what it feels like. Let's look at, what are we saying over here? What are we saying? More music, less yapping. Oh, yeah. No, WBA knows exactly who I am. He knows I do a lot of fucking yapping. Absolute. I don't know if that's how you say it, but welcome from the Netherlands. First time chatting. Let's go to track 4. This is fascinating. Track 4 is called Sun. Joe Stanley, Jim Legxacy is producing. Fume Beats, Full Stop Nathan, BK, Cole, yours truly. Here is track 4, Sun. The longest off the album at a whopping 3 minutes, 4 seconds.
Yeah. Yo, let's go. The sun comes up in the morning, I'm pouring up around. Yeah. Another night where the party ain't done and I feel numb. Girls in the Vito, fuck a +1. You wanna have fun, then let's get drunk. I really can't function in a London. 2 ice on the rocks for 2, and I got to. I'm tryna rock with you. Yeah. I'm on the block for you.
I like this one. Love the sound of the guitar.
I'm getting hot for you, so tell me what you do. In this big city, full of pretty women, the weather stay chilly. I've been feeding a kitty like I'm serving cats on nitties. Hood nigga fair, she don't know the block's been shitty. I'm getting lean up. Do a show and then I re-up. Black gang, she ain't love her, my demeanor. How I got 6 girls and a 4-seater.
Got 6 girls and a 4-seater.
You want my love, you're a dreamer. Girl, I put my feet up. And I look outside, like for real, yeah. The sun.
This is beautiful. I love this.
Comes up in the morning, I'm pouring up around. Yeah.
This is a great track. It's fucking great. So far, this whole album is pretty fucking. I mean, we're 4 tracks in, but this is cool.
Yeah. Comes up in the morning, I'm pouring up around. Yeah. Another night where the party ain't done and I feel numb. Girls in a Vito, fuck a +1. Wanna have fun and let's get drunk, yeah. I really can't function in a function.
Another one.
Huh. This is neat, man. This is neat. So, I'm just gonna hit on some points. I don't want to beat this to death. I don't think, with the context opening, right? He spells it out pretty well. This is just what he was going through, how to distract himself. So I don't want to beat on that concept to figure it out because it's already been explained to us, right? But it's just different things, right? Sun comes up, I'm pouring rum, so he's been up all night. Another night where the party ain't done, feel numb. So it's just, just up all night, fucking hammered drunk. You want to have fun, then let's get drunk. Gonna essentially keep day drinking, I guess. I don't know. And then, I really can't function. Yeah, you've been drinking for 24 hours, bro. Or at least 12. That's a hard pace. Hard pace to maintain. In this big city full of pretty women, the weather stay chilly. I've been feeding the kitty like I'm serving cats or nitties. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to assume it's a sexual reference. That's going to be my guess. I'm going to lay down the old sexual reference card on that one. Shit on the block's been shitty. Getting lean up to a show that I re-up. She in love with my demeanor. How I got 6 girls in a 4-seater. I mean, that's geometry and physics right there. Yeah, a little bit of geometry, a little bit of physics. Applying leverage. Right? Just get... There. Okay, there. We got 6 girls in there. All right, good to go. Did you see what I done? Came in a black Benz, left in a white one. Grew up a hoodlum. I love the word hoodlum. Oh, it's just a great word. Hoodlum. Came with Bonsum. What's a Bonsum? Bonsum. Reference to fellow London artist J. Hughes' hit single Did You See? Oh, okay. So I don't know that one. Tings on my left, tings on my right. Her man don't like that she's rolling tonight. Back in the day, I hid the drugs in my brother's bed. Now I'm rolling with a thought. And I don't know this part, what the K, what that's about. She don't behave, don't behave. Anyway. Cool fucking track. cool enough. Like, let's just keep going, man. Like, let's just keep going. Something I'm really enjoying so far is lyrically, it's all very forward. It's all out in front. And so I like that he gave us the context, track, and then, you know, he's just kind of saying it. It's not hidden too much anyway, so far. Anita Cat is a drug addict, not sexual. Ah, I was wrong. Imagine that. I was wrong. Jeff Mesh, first time chatter. Hi, Bob. Love the channel. Really glad to see you finally catch the stream. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Jeff. Let's go to track 5. 06 Wayne Rooney. I have no idea who Wayne Rooney is. I have no idea who J Moon is, but he's producing. Dropping in a track 5. 06 Wayne Rooney. Neat album so far. Very neat album so far. I gotta sneeze.
I'm unemployed, they hold me down by my feet. My nigga went jail, I got a uni degree. I slept on the floor and I got dirt on my jeans.
I like this one already too.
I can't pattern my life, too many holes in the seams.
I like this one a
Mama
lot.
just came from a war. There was a party in my head, I'm breathing out of the cold. How'd I get here? Hey,
Oh wow. Oh wow.
how'd I get here? Hey, how'd I get here? Hey,
I kind of like, I've always enjoyed a chorus where it's kind of like this catchy melancholy. You know, this like this slight hint of just confusion, but it's not depression, it's not sad, it's just, you know, and that chorus I feel like does that right there. Especially after that verse. You know, just sometimes in life you do really wonder, how the fuck did all this end up being the way that it is, right? Like, how did this happen? I don't even remember how we got here. I really like that chorus because it does just have this about a upbeat melancholy to it. I like that.
yeah. The party's over in my head and now I'm slamming the door.
I like this jam. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, man. Yeah. Lots of different instruments working together here. Yeah, man. This is fucking neat. This is really neat. Let's check on these choruses here. I'm unemployed. They'd hold me down by my feet. Friend with the jail. I caught a uni degree. I slept on the floor and I got dirt on my jeans. I can't pattern my life. Too many holes in the seams. I just came from a war. There was a party in my head. I'm breathing all of the cold. Broken glasses. Lost my high from all the blood on the floor. They play our war cries in the clubs. It's getting all over the floor. I feel like I'm under the floor. Let's see this here. The line they play our war cries in the club refers to people greatly enjoying songs while not understanding the real meaning of the songs. Like with Outkast, hey, yeah, right, y'all don't hear me, you just want to dance. Oh, interesting. Supporting evidence is Jim in the chorus repeatedly saying, hey, yeah. That's an interesting little tie-in. I didn't even think about that. But the name of the song, the Outkast song being hey, yeah. I mean, maybe. The person who wrote that annotation was pretty clever in picking up on that. Who knows if that's the intention, but that's a pretty clever little annotation there. Verse 2, the party's over in my head, and now I'm slamming the doors. Frames of pictures graze my horse. Feel like I've been here before. They play our war cries in the clubs. I'll burn this house to the floor. And they didn't even watch me before. Little esoteric. You know, these two choruses or these two verses feel like, you know, pretty specific to what he's going through. But what's cool about this song is I feel like there's relatability in the sound and the emotion in the vibe. You know, we've all kind of been through some shit where it's like things don't go go the way you want them to. Especially this, the party's over in my head and I'm slamming the doors. You know, it's just like some mental frustration. How'd I get here? I like that one. I like that one quite a bit. I like that one. Oh, are we guys ignore? Do we have to ban God? Bob gets no bitches. Do we have to ban him? Don't be a fucking troll, bro. I'll just shut you down. I don't care. Have fun. Let people enjoy music. Don't make it fucking lame. Let's go to track 6. It's called Issues of Trust. We got Jim Legxacy and Joe Stanley. Let's see where this keeps going. This is fucking cool so far. I'm enjoying this. This is fucking fascinating. This is really cool.
I've always been scared of being myself, of letting my heart speak. Before I speak, I will rise. I may fall, and my heart's filled with issues of trust when I die.
Filled with issues of trust with my dad.
Cannot talk about it. Though I tried, I felt pride, 'cause my heart's filled with issues of trust in
Jesus, man.
Since you died, I haven't been able to eat, to sleep, talk. I haven't been able to do anything. I feel like I'm
Jesus,
like endless
man.
loop of days that just keep, going and going, and I just can't wake up from this dream.
I still cannot talk about it. I'm running.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song. These two opening lines are incredible. I've always been scared of being myself, of letting my heart speak before I speak. In how, there's probably so much relatability in that track or in those lines, but it makes me sad, the idea of having two selves, but at the same time, it's trust issues, right? And so that's the thing. It's not about, I can't be myself because I'll say something I don't want to say. I have to think about it first. But it's more of, I can't say what I actually feel because my feelings will get trampled on. I cannot trust you. My heart's filled with issues of trust with my dad. In my head, I still cannot talk about it. Running and running and running and running. Since you left our lives, I'm blaming myself for all the things I said and never said. Fuck. That is awful. I mean, it's beautiful that he's saying that. It's incredible that he's saying it, but that is just awful. Though I tried, I felt pride because my heart's filled with issues of trust since she, and he doesn't say it in that line, since you died, I haven't been able to speak. Still cannot talk about it. God damn, dude. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Incredible song. I just keep going and going. I can't wake up from this dream. I still cannot talk about it. I'm running and running. And what I'm going through is like, how do you, how to get out of that? I don't know. I don't know how you get out of that, because it all stems from a lack of trust from another person. And the issue with that is you can't control what other people do. And you can't force yourself to trust somebody, especially if you don't trust them because they've betrayed your trust, you know? So how do you deal with that shit? I don't know. Especially since somebody was saying earlier, honestly, they were saying, I guess his dad left the family. You know, his sister dies, his mom has 2 strokes, his brother's going through a bunch of shit, and then dad leaves? Like, fuck. God. I'm trying not to get distracted by chat right now, honestly. like I'm trying to look, but also, yeah, I almost got some sideways, Bob. I'm honestly surprised I'm not completely fucking breaking down right now. Usually when I'm more emotional when I'm tired, and I'm pretty tired. So I'm surprised, honestly. I should be a fucking wreck listening to this. Maybe it helps that I have a good relationship with my dad. Maybe it helps that I have a good relationship with my son, you know, that kind of a thing. But more so, I'm just trying to, how do you fix that, you know? I don't fucking know. Maybe Jim knows. Maybe Jim's got a way. You know, he's maybe. Let's see. Let's keep going. What a fucking incredible song. 2 minutes of just open heart right there. And you know, what was it? The second track, he says, I can't put my heart on my sleeve. Or no, maybe it was the third. I can't remember. There's one where he's talking about the girl, heart. Yeah, she want me. I can't put my heart on my sleeve. And here we are. He's putting his heart on his sleeve like nothing else. Maybe it's music. Y'all, maybe it's music. That's the fucking secret. Oh, fuck. The next one's called Father. Fuck. All right. Maybe I will fucking break down and cry after all. Okay, this is track 7. It's called Father. Jim Legxacy, YT, Baby Cashy, and Joe Stanley are producing. Here is 7. Father.
Black British music. We've been making asses shake since the Windrush. Damn, son.
Whoa.
I'm trying to come up off the roads on my own too. I never had her. She said she grew up all alone with her no. She's independent, wanna spend my She's independent, wanna spend my money on her. Said I shouldn't.
Wow. This is fucking incredible.
Yeah, making money off a phone, I was 16. Broke, but I never was a miskin. Said I shouldn't.
I love the sample. I just love the sample cut for some reason. I don't know fucking why, but I love it. I love it.
Paid in Britain.
It's just this fucking
Paid in Britain.
Why the fuck is that song so brilliant? What is a miskeen? Miskeen is Arabic word, generally means someone who is poor or needy, and is often used to describe a person who is destitute or lacking financial means. Okay, so I was never was a miskeen. Broke, but was never a miskeen. Okay. This thing with this fucking, I love my father, but it's the first thing that's really going through my mind with it being this sample and it's like sped up and it's kind of like being hit. It's like this feeling of, I love my father, but I don't want to, kind of, it's like a sting. It's not a joy. Love, kind of. That's the first thing that's going through my mind. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's what's intended, but that's just the first thing that I'm like feeling. Especially the way that it just kind of like comes in with this harsh chop. This father, it's kind of just, father. And he's talking about this other girl. She grew up all alone. She had no father. And so it feels like this very violent collision between having a love for your father, but also fucking hating fathers that leave their families, you know? And my father left my family, but I still love my father and I don't fucking want to, but I do. And it just feels like this, just fucking, like a nerve, just ding. And that's what the sample feels like too. She said I shouldn't, and then too with this other sample with bother, the way that one drops in bother. I feel like there's some relation there between father and bother and these feelings. I don't know. I mean, that's my experience. This is what I'm getting from it. That doesn't mean it's true. That's what it feels like. Especially the outro. I love my fa. Just fucking, god damn it. Why? Why do I love this man that fucking abandoned my family? Why? You know? But I do. It's almost like this wrestle with just disappointment. I don't want to watch the video, you guys. I don't want to watch the video, honestly. I really don't. Like, I feel like I'm enjoying this album like in a responsible way. I don't want to turn it into a fucking blubbery crying mess. It's cool. No, it's good. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it on my own or something. But let's see. Because it's a fusion of jerk and chipmunk soul that somehow builds on the concept of last song while being such a banger. Well, maybe I'll check out the video at the end. Maybe. Interesting song. Interesting album. Let's keep going. God, this shit's fucking cool, man. This is track 8, d.b.a.b. I don't know what the fuck that's going to stand for. Maybe we'll figure it out as we go through the song. We got Jamie producing. Here we go. Track 8, d.b.a.b. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, don't be a bitch. Wanna be a bitch, then that's okay. Go make money on my own way. I don't wanna know like the old days. You don't love me, stop skipping all the foreplay. Money on my way. Yeah.
What a fucking cool album.
Go make money on my own way. Don't be a bitch.
The song feels like it's him talking to himself.
Go make money on my own way. I don't wanna know like the old days. You don't love me, stop skipping all the foreplay. Money on my head. Yeah. Farmer, you're looking into my eyes, I know the player. Upon the boy, them they are. Talking to police, out of my circle, know they're running out of day. Upon the boy, them they are. Farmer, you're looking into my
Informed by
eyes,
Snow, I know of, but this other song.
Talking to police, out of my circle, know they're running out of day. Wanna be a bitch, then that's okay. Go make money on my own way. I don't wanna know like the old days. You don't love me, stop skipping all the foreplay.
It's a neat
This
fucking
message has
album.
been brought to you by Fast Gas, proud sponsors of Black British music.
Oh, it just stops too. So, Man, I'm seeing what you're seeing here. The chorus is an example of his interpolation of black culture in his music. Black British music and culture is very closely related to Caribbean immigrants. Okay. There was something, or it could be him talking about himself. That's a cool theory. What we just said here. The main repeating line here is about him being a pushover. Which it could be, it could be both, man. Because especially coming off this thing about his dad, like think about, I'm going to focus on his dad and his what he has said about his dad. If you've got this like love-hate relationship, especially the love part, it doesn't have to be about his, it could be anybody, any of us having a relationship, right? Like if you love a person and they kind of, and they treat you wrong and you don't want them to, you're more likely to put up with some shit, right? And that kind of make you a pushover. But then the other side of it, don't be a bitch, is almost like, I'll just say me, like me, myself, like, don't let your own feelings drive your decisions. Don't be a bitch. Fucking, tell that person to fuck off. No, you treat me wrong. No, I don't want you back, even though, yeah, secretly I do. No, fuck that. No. So who knows? It could mean a lot of things. But I think that's what makes it such a great track. Especially, normally I'm not into this, like, repeating, especially lyrically. I don't like repeating, but it's just, to me, it extends this wrestling match. It's like emotional versus logical. And in the context of what he has said for this album too, distraction versus feeling it. Don't be a bitch. Feel these feelings. Stop distracting yourself. Don't be a bitch. Don't let these feelings control your life. But then if you're trying to do that, maybe you slip into this thing where you don't let yourself feel because they do control your life. Who knows? Really fascinating. I'm loving this album as a expression. Like this, he has done such a great job of doing what he said he was going to do, which was, this is just what I went through. Because it feels that way. It does feel like somebody just going through it. And the music has been all over the place. The music has been very supportive of these themes so far. She don't love me, so I'm skipping all the foreplay. And that's a great line because surface level, whatever. But on a deeper level, what does that mean? I'm not going to put any effort into you. You don't love me. Therefore, I will put no effort into you. I will only get from you what I need, and I will put no effort. That's it. Fascinating, dude. Fascinating. What a cool fucking album. Let's keep going. This is 9. This is Big Time Forward. We got J Moon. We got Psy on the beat. We got Jim Legxacy producing. Track 9. Big Time Forward. Cool fucking album.
Yeah, girl wanna move forward. Yeah, she wanna be big time forward. Yeah, my girl wanna move forward. Big time forward. I was looking at pictures. I was praying on pictures. Big time forward.
It's another great track. Another great track.
I was crying at pictures. I was crying at pictures. Big time forward. Yeah, I'm gonna move forward.
God, this album is excellent.
Yeah, big time forward. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you're right. No, it is. It's absolutely like a stream of consciousness. And what's great is it's like a stream of interrupted thoughts. I'm wrestling with this. I'm wrestling with that. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling that. I just fucking ding, 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 ding. It's just all over. It's so fucking great. This is another like great thing. Like we just got done essentially dealing with 3 different tracks. Dealing with emotions, mistrust, my fucking father, trying to deal with that. And then now here's this other thing. Now my girl, she wants to move forward, right? Take the relationship to the next level, whatever. But what is he saying about her? She's got a heart of ice. Body galore. All right, cool. Bags of pride is so go loco. Heart of ice. I know. She's got a heart of ice. I was looking at pictures, printing our pictures. I was crying at pictures. And what I love about this too is there's so much that's unsaid, but it's kind of like left out there in the ether. Because if you're dealing I gotta be careful here because I'm not a fucking psychologist, I'm not a therapist, I'm not even an expert like with relationships and shit, right? But like if you're struggling with feelings of abandonment, you kind of want to fill that hole, right? And here's your girl, and she's hot, but you know she's got a heart of ice. You know she doesn't love you. She wants to move forward. Maybe even with some of the things he said in the other track, like her father left too, maybe you know she's just as fucked up as you are. But it's like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to deal with this shit alone. I don't want to feel this alone, you know, like, and so knowing, oh, this is probably a disaster, but is he going to move forward with it? I don't know. And what I love too is, especially the structure of this song, the beat and the flow, it's just these pinging thoughts. You know, those type of thoughts that don't go away, not like fleeting, passing by, but it's just like on the radar, just boop, boop, but just constantly pinging your thought, constantly. This is fucking great, man. Lemon, first time chatter. Love this album. As unique as it is, also a massive love letter to Black British music culture, but especially London. Growing up in London, it often makes me very nostalgic. The Father music video is very much a display of and homage nostalgia to London. Interesting. Yeah, I know jack shit about London. I don't know anything about culture. I am a cultureless swine. I don't know shit about culture. My culture is having no culture, essentially. My culture is go to work. My culture is, yeah, I don't have any culture. Oh, well. Poor me, right? This is fucking great. This album is great. Let's go to the next one, man. Fuck, I love it. I love it. This one's called SOS. We got Jim Legxacy, Joe Stanley, Full Stop Nathan, Phil, Kiri Gerbs, Jakari producing. Here's track 10, SOS. What a fucking cool album, man.
Send me your SOS if you're in distress. We can find a way to bring you back to life.
Nice hit with production there.
So I'll make an attempt to get you off the fence. Cause I miss you. I could read your mind. I've been reading signs. You've been living blind. You don't have to lie. He won't take you out. I know you lost 1,000 times.
He won't take you out.
Yeah. So why you telling him? Send me your SOS if you're in distress. We can find a way to bring you back to life.
I love that. Dun, what a hit right
I'll
there.
make an attempt to get you off the fence. SOS if you're in distress. We can find a way to bring you back to life.
Original live.
Fucking
British
cool.
music.
This shit is just so fun to listen to. This is just so fucking fun to listen to. God damn, dude. So fun. You see how Jim Legxacy is on the production for every track. He's amazing. Yeah, I agree. So with this one, it seems like, I'll pick into the story a little bit here. It seems like maybe his girl and him split. Maybe you got this little thing. He won't take you out. I know you've asked 1,000 times. What are you telling him? Tell me what you want. I can run the cost. It don't matter the cost. Put you on a plane. She don't want to dance because he's going to watch. Send me your SOS if you're in distress. We can find a way to bring him back to life. You don't see content, so I'll make an attempt. I wonder who him is here. I don't know. You know what? I wonder if this is about his... No, it said, baby, I'm missing you. I was going to say, I wonder if this is about his mom because his dad left. But no. I don't think so. Fun to fucking listen to. I'll make an attempt to get you off the fence because I'm missing you. Let's keep going. Let's just keep... Like, I love how these tracks are so quick and they just jump through, and the album being 35 minutes. Like, this is going to be... There was somebody on Twitter that was talking about how they pinged me, and I think the person was from Denmark, and he was all like, it's charted in Denmark, and I think it's because of me, because I've just been listening to this album over and over and over again. I was like, yeah, I get it. I get it now. Oh, that's me. That's you. That's funny. That's funny. He's here in the chat. Oh, it's fucking funny. This is great, man. I could see why you would just spam listen to this album. Holy shit. Like, it's so fun to listen to. And it's, again, lyrically, I love how these concepts are just kind of like, it's like throwing paint at the wall. And it's just all there, but it works. You know, so what, I forget who that painter is, the famous painter who just fucking spatters paint all over the place, right? But it's like this, just these random thoughts and these pinging and these feelings and the music and all that shit. Good shit. Good shit. I keep forgetting this is live and pausing. That's funny. Okay, let's keep going. I'm getting all distracted. I don't know what the fuck this means. I just banged a snus in Canada water. I don't know what the fuck any of that shit means. There's some English right there. All right, here's track 11. Jim Legxacy, 6C PPO and car producing. Track 11. I just banged a snus in Canada water. Sure, whatever. Jeez, just fucking banger after banger after banger after banger. Fucking incredible. I was out jugging in the bits. I don't know what the fuck that means. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does this part mean? I was out. I thought it was jugging, but it's not. He doesn't say jugging. It's like jugging, not juggling either. What does that mean? To do that in the bits? I have no idea. This is as English gets. Yo, dog. Heard you like English. You want some English in your English? The fuck does that mean? Anybody know? WBA, you gotta know. Oh, he left probably. Damn it. Oh, well. Can't let them do me how they did me as a kid. Which, as a kid, he was in poverty. Working. Okay. And so I feel like this is probably a reference to him, you know, kind of making it now. Been counting digits every other minute. Talking millions with the most. Let me fucking finish. I said, let me fucking finish. I'm going to die before I let my soul diminish. Now these foreign bitches fucking because I'm black and British. Whole game in a pack. I'm about to fucking bill it. How I go from poverty to pop star. In the West End, and I'm balling like I'm Oscar. I don't know who Oscar is. Used to panic every time I saw a cop car. All this pain, I swear, it turned me into a monster. I can't let them do me how they did me as a kid. So I feel like it's probably a reference to just, you know, current day record labels, contracts, shit like that, like getting screwed over, I assume. And what another great, like, mental weight element to put into an album. All this shit going on in your life. And then another element of, well, fuck, I finally made it and I've got some money and people are into me, but I got to be careful. I can't let people screw me over, which is just another strain, another mental stress. Fucking cool, man. Very cool. Plasmer says, Oscar, I assume, is a nod to the West End show Goodnight Oscar. Okay. West End is like the Broadway of London. Okay. Or Oscar was a football player. I don't know. Yeah, poverty to pop star is a bar. I agree. That is a fucking bar. How do I go from poverty to a pop star? Let's keep going. What a fucking fantastic album. This is 12. Dexter's Phone Call. We got Jim Legxacy, Joe Stanley, Andre Denham, and Fritz producing. 12. Dexter's Phone Call. I like the kind of like rough strumming here.
Life's not been easy. I try to take it on my shoulder. It feels like a boulder's coming at me. And I'm getting older. There's plenty things I can't see, but I feel them come to bite me. I'm stuck in a loop, been away for some time. I could hide in the corner, pretend that I'm fine, but I'm not. It's been so long. There's plenty things I can't see. It feels like a boulder's coming at me.
Oh, wow.
I try to take it on my shoulder. It feels like a boulder's coming at me. And I'm getting older. I'm stuck in a loop, been away for some time. I could hide in the corner, pretend that I'm fine, but I'm. Life's not been easy. I try to take it on my shoulder. It feels like a boulder's coming at me.
They're fucking great, man. This is fucking great. This is great. The dog in the background is Jim's wiener. It's funny. Yeah, I feel like I should be crying. Like, I feel like I should be a mess right now. I'm just kind of like thinking a bit. You know, so I'm assuming you guys here, or at least most of you know, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer about 2 weeks ago now. And I, during the clip's reaction, I just totally fucking broke down. On the opening track, The Birds Don't Sing. God, that song is incredible. Because I had no intention of saying anything. But then that track, I just lost my shit. Rightfully so. And since then, I've been trying to, how do I just be support? How do I be there for her? And what does that mean? And a lot of it, to me, lately, has just been, I'm just going to do it. Like, I went on about, I think it was the end of that reaction. I went on about, like running. I told you guys at the beginning, I went for like a 6-mile run today, and I did 100 burpees, and I'm fucking tired, and I'm sore. And right now, my mental state has just been, I will be. Whether I am tired, whether I am sore, yeah, sure, okay. And I'm still here. Like, I didn't want to do this, right? I got done with my run, I'm fucking wiped out. I was like, oh, it'd just be nice to not. And I was like, I told myself, yeah, that's nice. I'm sure there are so many people out there who would love to just not have to do whatever it is that's right in front of them. It's not like I have to do this, but I mean, I'm talking about just life, all the shit that's coming at them, all the shit they have to deal with. And really, that's the mindset I'm in right now. It's like, I just will be, whatever that means. And if it hurts a little bit, then it hurts a little bit. And if it's tiring, then it's tiring. And I'm just going to keep going. And so this song, like, it's beautiful. And I feel like it should make me cry because life's not been easy. And the idea of, let's go hide in the corner and pretend I'm fine. And it's like, no, I'm going to be as fine as I can. And if I'm not fine, then I'm not fine. And that is also in itself fine. We can go through life and be a mess sometimes as long as you just keep fucking going through life. So this is like beautiful song. Life's not been easy. I try to take it on my shoulder. It feels like a boulder. Yeah. And I'm getting older. Yeah. Yeah. Stuck in a loop and away for some time. Hide in the corner, pretend that I'm fine. I think really right now, specifically right now, like in 20 minutes, this might change. Right? But I feel Like, this is not me. I'm not going to hide in a corner. I'm not going to pretend. You know, life is not easy all the time. Shit comes. Take it. Take it. On to the next one. You know? The outro might make me cry. Great. Great. Well, that's fine. If I cry, that's also... It's not like I'm not trying to cry. Like, if I cry, I cry. That is what it is. But I mean, I feel this at the same time. Like, I'm just not there right now, which is great. I'm just kind of reflecting on my own place. That's all I'm really blabbering about here. Let's keep going. 3x, 3 times. And this is track 13. Jim Legxacy. Oh, and Dave is on this. Dave, who is probably the Dave that I'm thinking of from the albums and the stuff and the what have you. We're all alone in this together, and what have you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Psychodrama. Yeah. Okay. And we got Jim Legxacy, Joe Stanley, 60 CPO. I'll call them Hennies. I don't know. Hoskins. Here we go. Here's track 13. 3x.
Them niggas try send for me, envy and jealousy. Everything I wish to put my enemies. Read the blocks I came up from and I still made it. Got money, money, money on lock. Save 3 times for my niggas locked up. Mumsy praying when the bloods get hot. South for the river so you know it's non-stop. I got niggas trying to trip me out pride. I got galley trying to hit me on the side. I got enough people praying on me. Them niggas try send for me, envy and jealousy. Everything I wish to put my enemies. Read the blocks I came up from and I still made it. Shed tears with my sister died.
Shed tears.
Really made a nigga lose his mind. But my dogs never hung me dry.
I really like the light guitar strum.
She was thick, but she finna know. Didn't wanna know, but she finna know. Black British music, listen out. Told Jim you already did your sister proud. Leicester, testers, we giving out testers. Parents, we giving out lectures. Never had nothing but a Lexus, Texas, vex us. Remember the galley them left us. Yeah. Now it's me they prefer. She wanna learn about the bees and the birds. Santan bought her the Wizzy outright. Ironic, cause really the least she deserves.
I love this line of already did your sister proud. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Everything I wish to put my enemies.
What a fucking cool album. God, I just can't get over it. The opening bars, envy and jealous, everything I wish to put my enemies, is a reference back to Dave's first collab with Drake. Want to know, at the time, Dave was a huge upcoming talent making noise in the city, but about to take it bigger and go global. Pretty much like Jim Legxacy right now. He doesn't even get the Sprinter reference. Please do another singles reaction. Yeah. I know. Like I mean, I apologize if it's somewhat disappointing since I don't know everything about this guy. But like, at the same time, if I have to know everything for an art about it, not to say that I have to know everything, but to just kind of reference like this Sprinters thing, right? This is an example. This is a good example where the more things I have to listen to a thing, to do a reaction, the more barriers there are to me doing it. And so while I understand like there's probably plenty of people who wish I knew this, that, and the other about Jim and London culture and the music scene and all that stuff, at the same time, if I had to know that before listening to this, I would never listen to this. So it's kind of one or the other, you know, if that makes sense. You guys are writing up such great notes in the chat. I love it. Also ties the theme of the song, all the pain and hardship Jim went through, being homeless, his sister dying, his father leaving, his enemies left him to bleed out, and now they're about to be envious of him. Let's look at Dave's verse, man. Dave is great. Honestly, I haven't gone back to Dave just because, like, Psychodrama is, like, too good. It's kind of like To Pimp a Butterfly level for me because like it's too much. It's too much. There are some albums you guys have had me listen to that are fantastic, and they're too much. Like I was like, nah, I don't want to like feel all of this all the time, you know? She was thick but thinner now. Didn't want to know, but she finna now. I like that a lot. Told Jim, you already did your sister proud. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Beautiful. The rest I don't really understand. Legxacy testers giving out tests. I don't know. Parents giving out lectures. Alexis text. I don't know what the fuck any of this shit is. Remember the Gilly Dim left us. I don't know. She want to learn about the bees and the birds. Okay. Santon is, who is Sant? I think that's Dave, right? Yeah. Dave, that's his real name. And I only know that because when I hovered over Dave, it said his name there. Yeah. Bought her the Wizzy outright. Ironic because it's really the least that she deserves. Creep and curse, envy and jealousy. A big 4-5 for my enemies. Frenemies. This thing sing like melody. Melanie gave me the word, stepped in like forgive me, excuse me, Whitney. Yeah, I wanted to revisit Dave's verse, and then I realized, oh, I don't know shit about British slang or anything. Yeah. I'll just call you Kig. Yeah, this whole thing about, you did your sister proud. That's just beautiful. And that's got to mean so much to somebody like Jim coming from an artist like Dave. I mean, the thing with Dave, I'm not an expert on Dave, but the one thing I do feel confident in saying is that he means what he says, and he says things in a very powerful way. So if somebody like Dave tells you you've done your, like, what about your sister who has passed, you've already did your sister proud, that means something. That carries a lot, in my opinion. What a fucking album, man. God. And I love this whole, don't hit my phone, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone. Which is good because what does that mean? We're actually, in the beginning of the album, it was do not disturb, but there was all this noise and all this distraction. This, less. He's actually kind of toning down and feeling, thinking about his sister, feeling his shit. Shed tears when my sister died. So he's actually not being disturbed. Let's keep going. This is fucking great. 14's called Tiger Driver 91, Jim Legxacy, Joe Stanley, Andre Denham. Dropping into 14, Tiger Driver 91.
Yeah. Wake up, praying to God doesn't lead me astray. I'm just trying to change my ways. You niggas was losing your faith. Now take a look at the race. I see all them niggas with jealousy, repelling envy and feeling the brunt of my enemies. You niggas was losing your faith.
Neat sound, man.
Now take a look at the race.
See, this feels the opposite of early in the album. This is spaced out and slow and open, not distracting.
Too many sins that I wear on my waist. I do not blow that, I keep it a hush. She hear my song and it's making her blush. I grew up right in the roughs and the old summers never knew, bro. Grind for the whole numbers.
Cool flow through here.
I'll take a look at her. Wake up, praying to God doesn't lead me astray. I'm just trying to change my ways. Now take a look at the race.
No, don't end. No, I want to listen to that song like 10 times in a row. No, that song needs to be 20 minutes, not 2. I love this track. This track, I love it being at the end. I love it being essentially a counterpart to what we were hearing at the beginning. We are now calm. We're now not distracted. We are now feeling, praying that God doesn't lead me astray, trying to change my ways. You're all losing your faith. Now take a look at the rays. See them all with jealousy. Repent and envy. You're feeling the brunt of my enemies. Losing your faith. Look at the rays. Tatted my bodies for all the scars I couldn't erase. Proud of her body, she wanna fly. I could take her to space. Money on my mind, praying that God doesn't lead me astray. Too many sins that I wear on my waist. I do not blow that. I keep it a hush. It's got to be a reference to the previous line, right? I don't talk about that, I suppose, is what he's saying here. I don't talk about all the sins. I keep it a hush. She hear my song, it's making her blush. I grew up right up in the roughs, and the old summers never knew. Boy, I grind for the whole numbers. I was down losing my faith. Great track. Great vibe to go with the idea of finally not being distracted, of finally feeling a little bit. Especially after the song about his sister, too. This album is so well done. So well done. After Dexter's phone call. Yeah. Let's go to the final track. I don't want it to be the final track. It's called Brief. It's 2 minutes, 40 seconds. We got Jim Legxacy, Joe Stanley, and Dame. A final track off of Black British Music by Jim Legxacy. Fucking great album.
Always, I live my life like a heathen.
Like a heathen.
I've been forgetting to breathe in. And my daddy's mistakes I'm repeating. Yeah, always, I've been ignoring the seasons. The loss of your life I've been grieving. I wish I could ask how you've been keeping. There's a hello and then there's goodbye. You put you down low and then we said goodbye. Another dark cry when you're in my mind. Another dark cry when you're in my mind. Another when you're in my mind. And I'm really trying to free my mind. I'm wasted. And I'm really trying to free. I'm wasted. And I'm really trying to free my mind. I'm wasted.
God, this shit's so good. It's so good. I love it because we're just at this end section of the album. We're finally feeling. Beautiful sound too. Nice vibe. There's a hello and then there's a goodbye. God, that shit's sad, man. The loss of your life, I've been grieving. I wish I could ask how you've been keeping. There's a hello, and then there's goodbye. Another dark cry when you're in my mind. Another dark cry when you're in my mind. Got me trying to free my mind. I'm wasted. So I kind of like this part too, like... I like the acknowledgement of the situation. I'm assuming he's talking about his sister again, but like, you know, acknowledging, feeling about her, thinking about her, but then also coping, right? Self-medicating. And not that I'm, you know, encouraging that, but I mean, I love how in that chorus, he gives us such a glimpse of all these little stages that he's going through. I can't live with the thought of you leaving. Then, of course, you've got these little bits about, you know, my father's mistakes I've been repeating. God, what a fucking brilliant album. Brilliant. Brilliant, man. You guys want to see music videos, huh? Okay. All right. All right. All right, fine. Let me set up. Let me do closing thoughts. Let me do closing thoughts here. And I take these off because it helps for like a visual. When I do timestamps, it's like a visual marker. What a fucking experience, man. Like, I wish I could. I do wish I could speak to the whole, all the homage to British music and British culture and all the references, right? I wish I did understand that more, because I feel like it would take an album that's already incredible and just make it that much more, right? But what an experience of just being a fucking human. I mean, it's fantastic. The guy, and he doesn't, I was going to say, he doesn't like beat you over the head with it. He does such a great job of just, here's this, and here's this, and here's this, and here's this, and here's all these things. And to me, that's what makes the album so relatable from just like a mental standpoint. What's going on in the brain, right? I think that's something that so many people can connect with. I'm feeling this, and I'm thinking that, I'm struggling with this, and I wish that, and life's coming at me, and this shit's happening, and my girl wants to get closer, but I know she's ice cold bitch. like that ain't gonna help. Like what an amazing amount of expression, and how to take something so awful. His sister is dead. His father has left. His mom's sick, 2 strokes. Brother's going through psychosis. You're trying to deal with your career. You're trying to deal with money. You're trying to deal with women. You're trying to deal with emotions, relationships, thought processes, trying to feel strong enough, not feeling strong enough, trying to make decisions. I mean, just incredible. Incredible album. Fuck, man. So good. And then too, like, the track runs nice and quick, fast. Boop, 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 boop. The album itself is not long, 35 minutes. Just such a great execution. Such a great execution. Hans, here's what you got here. A part of the promo for the mixtape was BlackBerry phones and BlackBerry Messenger, which is so iconic and old school. He references it multiple times in the music videos. Okay, that's kind of neat. Fucking brilliant, man. Brilliant album. So good. I want to listen to this. I'm going to do, I don't know, what was your name? Kig or whatever. the guy from Denmark that's spamming the fuck out of this and charting it in Denmark. I'm going to do it for California. I'm going to chart it for California. I'm just going to listen to this over and over. I want to listen to this over and over. And that's another thing too. I totally forgot to mention, like, the production is just like straight up. It's so fun to listen to. And no, it is not like JPEG Mafia. I think the person who told me it's like JPEG Mafia, well, they also mentioned like it's like a crossover between JPEG Mafia and James Blake, which, okay, I can kind of like, I can hear that a little bit. Like if you took those two and meshed them together, okay, sure. But I think more so they were trying to get me excited to just check out the album, you know. This album is 3 hours long because I can't listen to it without rewinding a song 5 times. Oh, that's fucking funny, man. Thank God there are these guys out there, these artists. I don't mean, when I say guys, I mean that in a very general sense. I don't mean that like men. Like same thing, like if you ever come to California, dude is gender neutral. I call my wife dude. Like women are dudes all the time, right? So when I say guys, it's kind of the same thing. Like, thank God though, there's these artists out there that can do shit like this. I mean, how therapeutic for himself, hopefully. But god damn, I mean, it helps so many of us too, you know? So many of us. Okay, let me do some music videos. If you're watching on YouTube, that will be Patreon only. If you're here in the stream, congratulations, you get yourself a free Patreon sample.